Okie dokie. So let's see if I was right. Do I need to be downstairs? Do I need to... Oh. Oh. Okay, now I'm actually intrigued. So, I wonder if this would have happened without me being in the room. Presumably it would have done. Yeah, so it is where I thought it would be. It's another sanctum key. I've just realised that the stopwatch thing would be entirely irrelevant because it just stops you taking steps. It doesn't freeze time. Oh my goodness, it's Monty Python again, coming down the entire tower of steps because the sun was jumping up and down. Right. Sanctum, sanctum, sanctum key. Oh, maybe there's more than just a sanctum key up here. Oh, you absolute motherfuckers. Right. Each of these clocks should be set to a different time. Right, okay. 5 of these clocks should be set to a time ending on the hour. Set this clock. Do not set this clock to a time containing all different numbers. This clock's neighbours should both be set to a time containing a 7. Do not set this clock to be on the hour. So this clock has to be on the hour, that one, and it must contain a 7. Which means it must be 7 o'clock, because there are no other options. Oh, you bastard. So you have to be 7. These should both contain a 7. Okay. Okay. None of these clocks should be set to numbers times that contain number 1, 2, 3, or 4. This clock should be set to a time that contains the same 3 numbers of another clock here, but in reverse order. The clocks are positioned so that their times will go up in ascending order. So, I'm just going to double check that I can't do 12 hours, 24 hours. No, okay, cool. So that's 7 o'clock. Do not set this clock to a time containing all different numbers. So I'm going to suggest these two are the opposites, but 5 of these clocks should be set to a time ending on the hour, each set to a different time. Do not set this clock to a time containing all different numbers. So this has to be. Do I have 0? Do I have 12? Okay. It must all be the same number, so it could be 111, 222. It could be anywhere from 111 to 6 to 555. So let's start with 111. Right. Do not set this clock to a time containing all different numbers. But this is because it could contain 2 different numbers, and that would be okay. But let's assume what it actually means is set it to a time containing all the same numbers. The clocks are not positioned so their times go up. Okay. Again, does that mean it could be random? Does that mean they are going in descending order? Descending order might be the only way to solve this. None of the clocks should be set to that. Okay, so you have to be 555. Cool. And let's assume the clocks are going in descending order, which means that this is... No, that can't be true. I mean, which way are you ascending or descending? Because I would assume left to right would be ascending if that were true. therefore left to right, is descending if it's false, except that's 5:55 and that's 7 o'clock. The clock's neighbours should both be set to a time containing a 7, and you don't. What? Set this clock to a time containing a different number. They all have to, each should be different. 5 are on the hour. That must contain a 7, but it also must not contain all different numbers. So, all the options 7 and some minutes. It can't be 7 o'clock because that one is 7 o'clock. So it has to be something, and then 0717. And it must not contain all different numbers. So the 7 is unique, and it can't be 1, 2, 3, or 4. So it has to be 5:57. I think. So contains a 7. Tick. Not all the numbers are different. Tick. Does not contain 1, 2, 3, or 4. Tick. Is not 7 o'clock. Tick. Okay. So you are set. You are set. You have not been set. You have not been set. You have not been set yet. Okay. It could be 7:55. So let's set you to 7:55 for now. Cool. That satisfies that one. Times don't go up in ascending order, presumably. That has to be, because if that's 7:55, which I think makes sense. Okay, right, well, different time. 5 get to be an ending on the hour, with a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 clocks, of which you are 5:57, you are 7:55. So most of the other ones are going to be on the hour, and we can't have 1, 2, 3, or 4. So you're satisfied, you're satisfied, you are satisfied, you are currently satisfied. So I think presumably it means the clocks must not be going up in ascending order. Strictly not ever ascending means that they must be going down. But they can't, because that's 7:55 and that's 7 o'clock. And that's 5:57. I think that has to be 7 o'clock, so it just means they are not ascending. And they are currently in a risk of ascending. Is this undetermined? Are there multiple solutions? I think there might be multiple solutions. That can't be right. That cannot. Surely this is well defined. Well, okay. So I guess we start with 5 o'clock somewhere. You could be 5 o'clock. Because that then prevents this from being ascending. I guess you could be 6 o'clock. We've got 7 o'clock to make you 8 o'clock. So what have we got? We've got 1, 5, 7, 6, 8. So one of these two gets to be set to something on the hour. And 9. Yep. And you get set to something which does not contain 1, 2, 3, or 4. So let's make you 556. No, okay. So does this mean that they have to be in descending from left to right? Maybe. So the highest you could be is 11:57, and then you could be 11 o'clock. You have to be 5:57. Or could you be 7:55? You could be 7:55. Two numbers have to be the same. 7:55. 7 o'clock. Oh no, you're 7 o'clock. 7:30. No, can't have 3. 7:50. Fuck. Can't have 1, 2, 3, or 4. 7:57. 7:55. 7 o'clock. 6 o'clock. Also 7:57. 6 o'clock. How many have I got that are whole numbers? 1, 2, 3, 4. That's not enough. Is this possible? You must have a 7 in you. Oh yeah, you don't have to be the opposite of the one I specifically chose. And you also have to be lower than 6 o'clock. So you could be 5. Be 5:57. But ideally, you're going to be a whole number. So let's just make you 5:57 for a moment. 5:57? No. 7:57. 7:57 is too high. Oh no, 5:57 works. Okay, great. You would then need to be like 5 o'clock. Those should contain 7. Those can't be different numbers. 5 are set to ending on the hour. Each clock's set to a different time. 11. You don't need to be as high as 11. You can be 10. You can be 11. Didn't need to change the hour. That's done, isn't it? Each clock is set to a different time. 11, 10, 7:57, 7:55, 7 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 5:57, 5 o'clock. 5 are set to a time in the hour. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This clock does not contain all different numbers, correct. The neighbour's clock should contain a 7, correct and correct. This clock should be set to the hour, correct. None of the clocks contain... Oh, fuck, I can't do a 10 and 11. You're 7:57, 8, 9. Okay. Okay, so none of them should contain numbers 1, 2, 3, or 4. So far, so good. This clock should be set to a time that contains the same 3 numbers of another clock here, but in reverse order. So 7:55, which is that one. and the clocks are positioned so their times do not go up in ascending order. Well, they don't go up in ascending order unless you mean they are not ordered. So switch these around. What am I missing? I feel like it's the negative of this is ambiguous. Not, so it's just false. It is simply the clocks are not positioned so that their times will go up in ascending order. From which direction? So I need, because I can't, I suppose I could times go up in ascending order. I assume from left to right. So I kind of think that is. So, can I reverse this all? You need to be 7:55. I'm trying to descend now. You. Is there any reason you were 7:55? Why are you 7:55? That's simply because it has to be in reverse order and you get the numbers from this. But you could. This could be 7:57. That's true. That is matched. That's matched. That is matched. That is matched. One, two, three, 4, 5. That is matched. And that is matched. 9, 8, 7:57, 7:55, 7 o'clock, 7, 6, 5:57, 5. So the only thing that's not matched is this one. Clock. Oh, if it's fuck me. If it's handwritten, it is in fact true. The clocks are positioned so the times do go up in ascending order. Right, fuck me. You have to be 7 o'clock. You must contain a 7 that is lower than 7 o'clock and lower than whatever this is. So you could be 6:57 would work. You would need to be 6:58, or 59. You need to be 6 o'clock, so that you can be 5 o'clock. 5, 6, 6:57, 6:58, 7. You need to be 8 o'clock. How many o'clocks do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4. 8:56. Actually, could have made this easier by going and changing the hour. No, I could. 9 o'clock. Right? Each clock is set to a different 5, 6, 6:57, 6:58, 7, 8, 8:56, 9. Cool. 5, the clock set to on the hour. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This clock must not contain all different numbers. Needs to contain a 7. You can be 5 something. You can be 5:50 for now, which means that you could be 5:57. 7. You have to be 7 o'clock. So you can be anywhere. So you can be 6 o'clock. So those two have swapped 7, 8. 8:56 no longer exists. 7:55 work? No, because you're 8 o'clock. And you might have to be 8 o'clock. 1, 2, 3, 8, 4, 5. So you need to be. Oh, I can make you. No, because you have to finish the 7. We have to contain a 7. But you have to be 7 o'clock. We've got to be ascending. So you could be 6:57. If you are 6:57, you can't be 6 o'clock. Which means I need another clock on the hour. No, can't do that. Yes, I can. I can make you 6:57. You can be 6:57, which means that you can be 5:58, so that you could be 8:55. Right, what rules am I breaking now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 6, 6:57. You've got to be higher than 6:57. Someone else has to be on the hour. 5. So you can be 6, and you need to be 6:58. (8:56), 6:58, 9, 8:56, 8, 7, 6:58, 6:57, 6, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. You are met. You are met. You must not contain all different numbers. Motherfucker. You need to be between 6 and 6:58, not containing all different numbers, but you must contain a 7, which is not possible. It'd have to be either. Okay. So you have to be 7 o'clock. You are pinned. You can be whatever. Okay. So you two are, you're freeform, you're freeform. You are slightly dependent. You must contain a 7, not a 1, 2, 3, or 4. So the options are, and two numbers must be the same. For 5:57 and 7:55 are the only possible options for this. We've got to go in ascending order, so let's make it 5:57 to start with. You would then need, so 6:58, that works. 7 o'clock, that works. You need to be less than 6 o'clock. You can be a whole hour. You can be 6 o'clock. 7. Which means that if you're 5 o'clock, you can be 5:56. I need 7, 8. What if you weren't a full hour? What if you two were the two next to each other? You could be 7. What if you are 7:50 anything? 7:58. Has to be 7:58 or 7:59. Which makes you 8:57. So now I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 clocks of that. Higher, 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 and opposite and higher, so you match. Each clock is in a different time, correct. 5 sets the hour, correct. Set this clock to a time containing all different numbers. Do not do that, that's done. Make that clock come a 7, yes. Make that clock come a 7, yes. You do what you like. This clock should be ending on the hour at 7 o'clock. None of the clocks contain 1, 2, 3, or 4. This clock should be contained to the same, so the central time contains the same 3 numbers of another clock here, but in reverse order. 758, 857. And they should be going up in ascending order, which they are. 6, 55, 57, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that's the problem there. 5, 6. You have to be 7 o'clock. So I think that means you have to, and you can't be 7:55 because it must be ascending, and you're 7 o'clock. Which means you must be 5:57. You must contain a 7, and you can only have 2 different numbers in you. And you must be lower than 7 o'clock. You can't have a 1, 2, 3, or 4. So, you can be 6. No, you can't be 6:67. And you can't be 7:66. So you must be 5:57. Does midnight count as... Is it as cheap as saying that you are 5 o'clock? And you are midnight because midnight contains number 1 or 2. I think you have to be 6, 7. If you're 7 and then you're... Oh, this is frustrating. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The only alternative is I set you to 8 o'clock and make that 6:58. And you become 8:56 instead. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know because that's... You are 5:57, so you can be 5. You'd have to be 5. You need to be the one that gives me the opposite, which must be... So you have to be 6. No, you've got to be 5:57. So you need to be 6. 7. You need to give me the opposite, which has to end in 8. No, can't. And you can't, because you must be 5:57. You can't end in an 8. Something here has to end in an 8. I think it has to be that 6 o'clock one. It needs to be 6:58, which is perfectly viable. But these can't both be on the hour, so you need to be 5:55. You can only be 5:55 or 5:56. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You need to be greater than. Oh, we could have a 9. We could have a 9. Could we have a 9? No, can't have a 9 there. And you cannot be 10 o'clock or higher because that would have a 1 in it. Ooh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can't be 7:55. So I think I have to have something ending with 8. Six. Where would you go? Not you. Possibly you. 5:57. 7 o'clock. So you could be, but then how would these two be on a different time? Oh, am I missing something really stupid? None of the clocks should be set time to contain number 1, 2, 3, or 4. So the lowest time we can have is 5 o'clock. That must be 7. That must be 5:57. Because the other options would be 7 something. Cannot be 7 because then it wouldn't be in ascending order. Can't be 6 because we can only have two numbers. That would either be 677 or 667, which aren't times. So you have to be 5:57. You have to be 5. You have to be 5:55 or 5:56. If you are not a whole hour, then I lose a whole hour. I can't have anything ending with 0 here. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can't be a whole hour. What the hell is the solution? I'm almost tempted to look this one up. What am I missing? Should be set one to the hour. Okay, so I'm confident that that must be 7, and that must be 5:57. I don't think there's any other way around it. For these to be in ascending order, you can be 6. You have to be 5. You have to be 5. That's the lowest you could be. And if you're 5, there is no possible number that doesn't contain 1, 2, 3, or 4 that is lower. You can only be 5:55 or 5:56. Those are your only options. Oh! No. No, 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 no. Thank you. So you can be 5:55 or you can be 6:55. You cannot be on the hour because none of them start with 0. Must be higher than 8. 508. 508. I'm an idiot. It's 508. Yeah, okay. 805. Haha! Forgot that zeros existed. Right, that took far too long. I do apologise. I might split this into 2 videos. In fact, it makes sense because the only thing I've done here is this. So yes, let's go open a sanctum. Do I want to go get that? I mean, I've got plenty of steps, so no. Cloister, classroom, kennel, foundation. Woof, woof, woof. Ooh, goodness me. Yeah, this is definitely going to be a separate video. Because I don't think it's very exciting watching someone spend 35 minutes solving a logic puzzle badly. I suppose by definition it was bad because I took 35 minutes to do it. Goodness me. Play this one at like 2 times speed. I would still like to knock that wall through. You know, I did a bit of renovation. You are not. You are in the right place. Don't make this mistake again. Go across here. Fast, 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 fast. Bit of belly fluff. Okay. Speed. Do I have the running shoes? No, that was the previous run. Okay. A clockwork prelude, I think, is what the video title for the previous run needs to be. This one can be a jammed mechanism. Oh, that's where the red box is. Right. Have I not gone past it yet? Wait, what? Is it not? Come on. Let's waste some time on this already long and boring video. Why not? Wait, what? Why is the... Oh, do I need to... No. Do I need to power the red box to get that little cabin to open up? Am I being gaslit by a game? I think I might be. Let's open this one. Yep. Yep. Okay. Cool. Let's call it a day, though. Till next time.